Is a fast food restaurant like Raising Cane's crazy or brilliant for only having 4 things on the menu? In a world where chain restaurants have gone so far over the top with the idea that more is more, Raising Cane's was originally laughed out of the room for believing that less could in fact be more. It's not the size of the menu that counts, it's how you use it. Am I right, ladies? Perhaps the smartest thing leading to Cane's early success wasn't actually the simplicity of their menu, so much as their decision to open their first location next to hungry, potentially under the influence college students near a major university campus. If White Castle, Jack in the Box, and Taco Bell have taught us anything, it's that you don't have to be very good to be massively successful if you target the right demographic. Which isn't to say that Raising Cane's isn't good, just that they don't have to be. This week on the show, I'll spread my butter of knowledge across your toast of curiosity so that you too may know everything I've learned about Raising Cane's. Then we'll direct our attention to the people of Yelp to see what they're saying about the very Raising Cane's we dined at. This is the Fine Dining Podcast.
Your table is ready, take a seat. The flavor of the day is mediocrity. Wouldn't you like to try a bite? Guarantee it'll be the perfect bite. Fine dining, better than you thought, worse than you hoped. Fine dining, we don't treat mediocre as a joke. Ranking every single place we've been, compare it to the perfect 5 out of 10.
I didn't know it was targeted specifically at a college when it first opened.
Yeah. The very first one was near the LSU campus. I'll get into that a little bit later when I cover the more in-depth history, but
yeah,
genuinely brilliant move.
Yeah, it's perfect. And they, like you said, they will eat anything. And I think I stand by that fact a little bit.
College student, low bar.
Yeah, I ate anything at that age.
Yeah. Hello, and welcome to the Fine Dining Podcast, the quest to compare all restaurants to Chili's. I am your host, Michael Ornelas, and this is the podcast where we dive deep into the history of your favorite restaurants and then thoroughly review them 1 week later by comparing them to Chili's. This week, we're covering a chain that has been on the come up with me personally, Raising Cane's, and joining me is a friend, improviser, performer at Upright Citizens Brigade Theater in Los Angeles. And if you asked me who I think should win the LA mayoral race this November, I'd say him. It's D'Angelo Reyes.
Hey. Thanks for having me, Michael.
Of course.
Excited to be here.
Thanks for doing this. This was the result of, we had finished a show and you were like, I gotta leave. And like everyone was like socializing for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And you were like, I have to leave. I need to get something before it closes. What's still open? Yeah. And I just went, I think I'm going to hit Raising Cane's on the way home. And you're like, I'm going to get Raising Cane's on the way home.
Kindred spirit. It was a beautiful bonding moment between the two of us, Michael. And I really appreciated it.
And then I sent you a selfie of, or not a selfie, but I sent you a picture of the drive-through, and then you did not reciprocate, which is kind of like...
I was too tired and looked at it and went, nice. I proceeded to keep eating. Then I kept eating my own because I was at the Burbank location.
Yeah. What is your personal history with Raising Cane's?
Yeah, absolutely. My personal history with it is relatively new. I wasn't introduced to Cane's until about 2022 or 2023, and an old ex of mine took me there for the first time, and it was a delightful experience. I didn't try it with the sauce, and I was very engrossed in how good the chicken was, much to my surprise, because I thought, okay, it's unseasoned, whatever, but having that in a car with a good friend, good vibes all around. So, and I've been going back ever since. It's very comfort food.
I do feel like there are places that I associate with people, and that makes me more fond of them because it's like, oh, that's me and so-and-so's place, or that's the place that so-and-so. My friend Gabe, who I went to high school with, one of my best friends from growing up, is the one who introduced me to Cane's. I didn't have the same opinion of liking it the first time because I had it without the sauce. Yeah. And I think it needs the sauce.
Absolutely.
Sauces in general scare me or scared me, used to scare me. I don't know what's in it. It's just kind of like a mystery potion of a bunch of things.
You're speaking my language.
And so I was averse to sauces. So I went to Cane's and I had it without Cane's sauce. And I thought it was mid.
Me as well. I had the exact same experience.
Yeah. And so I was just like, what's the hype on this? And he was like, you got to have it with the sauce. And I was like, I just don't think I'm brave enough. And then, partially through doing this podcast, which has been 4 years, something like that. Yeah, it's been a while. I just started being like, well, I'm just going to eat more sauces and stuff. And part of it is like looking into like what's in sauce. My main aversion is cheese. And I just assume cheese is in everything. Yeah. And a sauce being kind of like a liquid and cheese being like a melty thing. My brain would put those together.
Sauce has a bodily fluid
Don't
energy.
Say bodily fluid. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm not a sauce guy. It truly does freak me out. And like, especially paired with how strong smelling sauces can be.
Yeah.
It's like, I get the aversion.
Yeah.
I truly understand.
Yeah. I then tried it, honestly, probably only like a year ago again. And maybe a little longer. And I was like, Dave's Hot Chicken is so much better because they season their chicken. And I prefer seasonings to sauces. And then Dave's Hot Chicken sold to Subway. I do feel like I've seen a slight decline in their quality.
Okay.
And Cane's is now the closest restaurant to me. And so when it's like late at night and I'm like, I haven't eaten in like 8 hours, Cane's just has become a spot that I get. And I'm all about that sauce.
Yeah, me too.
I'm all about it.
It's changed my life.
It's changed your life, and you're gonna be mayor now.
I am. I have a little helping of Cane's boxes to all my my electorate. So.
Yeah, that would win.
That would.
Amazing. So that's my history with Cane's. It's your history with Cane's. Do you want to hear the history of Cane's?
Oh, I love a history lesson, Michael.
All
Please tell me.
We're gonna jump into this week's Eat Deets.
Eatery details.
Raising Cane's was founded by Todd Graves in Baton Rouge, Louisiana in 1996 after his plan for a chicken finger only restaurant reportedly got the worst grade in a college business class and was rejected by banks. To fund it, Graves worked dangerous jobs in an oil refinery and on an Alaskan salmon boat before opening the first location near LSU with original partner Craig Silvey. You really liked that.
I don't know why that was making me laugh. That's America. That is America right there.
What, just being laughed out of a bank loan?
Laughed out of a bank loan, working at an oil
refinery and a salmon fishing boat to get your money together.
Oh, God, that made me laugh. I don't know why. So
what's also funny is he went for like immediately high paying because they're dangerous jobs.
They're dangerous.
He's like,
it's about the chicken.
I'm going to put my life at risk to bring chicken fingers to the masses.
Yeah, that's just making me laugh when you read it.
Yeah. But no, like the idea of a restaurant that was like, it's just chicken fingers. His business professor says, yeah, okay, let's get real.
It'll never work.
And then he had the banks in his pocket too. And was like, laugh at him.
Laugh at him now, boys.
Are you high?
I'm not. I'm not.
I know you're
it's
not.
The morning. Jenna made me laugh so much. I don't know why.
Raising Cane's was almost originally called Sock Eyes, a nod to the salmon job that helped fund it, but a friend pushed founder Todd Graves to name it after his yellow lab, Raising Cane. The original Raising Cane used to wear people's sunglasses, but as is the life of a pet owner, Cane 1 passed in 1998. Cane 2 was a therapy dog who would be taken to hospitals to offer comfort to patients and lived a long 17 years. The current mascot, Cane 3, was born in 2017 and still enjoys getting her belly rubbed at Cane's restaurant openings all over.
Women CEO.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah. Also, Raising Cane is the full name of the dog.
Oh, the full name is Raising?
Raising Cane is the name of the dog, not just Cane.
Wow. Well,
which I find weird.
Yeah, that's a little weird because everyone thinks it's the biblical connotation.
Yeah.
And then it's not. And they're like, oh, dog. Great.
Yeah. Which, like, great. I love that.
Yeah.
Name a restaurant after your dog. I'm totally happy with that. Putting an active verb in your dog's name, I do have a problem with that.
Yeah.
A gerund?
Yeah, it's a little frightening.
I know. Gerund is a noun that is from a verb. Like the raising of Cain would be a gerund.
Yeah.
Not a gerund.
Hey,
Anyway.
let's move on.
No.
Just
Grammar's
kidding.
important.
Grammar's so important, and especially when you're eating and you start to lose your grammar because of how much chicken you're digesting, it's important to ground yourself. And honestly, I just love dogs too. So
yeah. And anything, I'm trying to think. Even though I've never really been a Taco Bell guy, when they had Gidget, the Yo Quiero Taco Bell little dog, they made a dog their mascot, and it was just like it took over America for like 2 years.
That's amazing.
And then they got rid of the dog, and it was a big misstep.
Yeah, I think a dog is while safe mascot choice, reliable. It's all-American and reliable.
Yeah.
And it's cute. It's cute, and I would want to eat there more than, say, Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffaloes are freaky. Just go dog. Everyone go dog.
Go dog.
That's what I say as mayor.
Go dog.
Mayor of America.
Oh, you're running for America.
I'm running for American mayor, and every mascot should be a dog.
Great. While renovating the first Raising Cane's restaurant, founder Todd Graves chipped away at a stucco wall and found an old painted bakery mural underneath. He took it as a good omen, and that discovery inspired the logo aesthetic for Raising Cane's. Additionally, an accidental hole in the wall was covered up with an Elvis painting, leading to the tradition of each location featuring a unique piece of velvet Elvis art.
Okay, I have something to say about this.
Yeah.
Because I work in a lot of theater and set design, and and like theme park work, it's so interesting to me to see the evolution of something that actually exists get made into like a running decor bit.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Because it's like, oh, the Elvis picture's there. The like cracked wall is painted on the wall with the logo, the Cane's logo, at least at the Burbank location or at any other location. They're like, oh, that's a fun choice. But then it's actually because it was real and was like a weird quirk of the original, which is that's fun. And you don't get that in any other version.
I like that when it's a thing where it's like, this is what all of the restaurants have to look like now to honor this idea.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's not the same. I don't know the origins of Dave's Hot Chicken using graffiti, but like every Dave's restaurant has like original graffiti art made for it.
I mean, I'm sure that's probably something that stems to the original location. And my reference to this is also the original Margaritaville that's in like Key West has a very specific look that now all of them kind of copy to varying degrees of kind of explosiveness and size, but they're still all pulling from the same original kind of design book that was never designed to look like that.
Right.
It just looked like that.
And the original Margaritaville famously had a smoking section, a non-smoking section, and a swingers section.
Yes, of course. As we know, margaritas do crazy things.
Yeah.
So the Cane stuff is interesting, and I wonder, I would not be opposed to making a trek out to the original location, as I've done for a few things in my life.
The original Raising Cane's?
Yeah, where is it? Louisiana, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get to it. There's probably a more interesting specific location of Cane's to get to.
Ooh, I love a specific location.
Yeah. The whole concept of Raising Cane's is chicken fingers, fries, toast, slaw, and cane sauce. And that narrow focus became their advantage. Cane's grew from one LSU-adjacent shop to 230 plus U.S. restaurants by 2015, nearly 700 by 2022, opened 118 restaurants in 2024 alone, and hit its 1,000th location in Hollywood in 2026.
Wow. Give it up. Give it up. American dream.
It took 3 generations of dog.
Wow. That is honestly so crazy how fast that grows.
So 30 years, 1,000 locations.
Yeah.
Very few restaurants have hit that pace.
Yeah.
I mean, very few restaurants hit 1,000 locations. Like Chili's, Applebee's, they've got 1,000 locations. A lot of the fast food, Domino's, McDonald's, Burger King. But it's not easy.
Not easy at all. And well, I grew up in Northern California, and I think they might only have 1 or 2 there still.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a whole market up in the northern part of California. And I now associate it with Southern California, but even that is still so new in its grand scheme of being around.
But this is where they chose to put their 1,000th location.
Yeah.
So, I mean, clearly this market matters to the company as well.
Very much. Yeah.
Yeah. The Times Square global flagship is the biggest documented Cane's at over 8,000 square feet inside the Paramount building with massive signage, murals, a Cane 3 Statue of Liberty, and general tourist trap vibes. The 1,000th location on Hollywood Boulevard is more of a milestone trophy store with Walk of Fame theming, LED-heavy decor, and a giant Cane 3 statue. But as far as square footage goes, Times Square reigns supreme.
New York, New York.
It's like it's the place to get the biggest version of everything, kind of.
Yeah, and walking by it, it is the brightest, and this is in Times Square. It is the brightest thing.
Well, and they have like a statue of like a tender with sauce oozing, like a statue of this, and it's so like kind of off-putting.
It's off-putting, but in a beautiful 90s way, and I am so into it.
Yeah.
It's American.
You weren't alive in the 90s. How are you allowed to reference it?
Hey, culture is so important, and I need to be well-versed in my decades.
I mean, that is fair. That is fair. What's like, give me 5 things that you most associate with the 90s.
5? Oh, God. This is, okay, 5 things I associate with the 90s. Fantastic music.
Okay.
Popular music, not pop music in general, but any type of music.
Yeah.
Themed restaurants.
Yes. Kitschy restaurants specifically, I think.
Yeah. My instinct is to say the Clinton administration.
Look, I mean, it was there for 8/10 of the decade.
Yeah. Oh, some fabulous movies. Some fabulous blockbuster movies. The Spielberg 90s era is pretty iconic.
I am of the opinion that Jurassic Park is the moviest movie of all time.
Of course.
And if someone was frozen from childhood and was thought out at 30, but like wasn't like developmentally behind.
Yeah.
And you were like, hey, here's what a movie is. Jurassic Park is my first pick.
Absolutely. Absolutely agree with that. It is well, most of the 90s, especially the latter half, mid 90s and onwards, had some pretty iconic movies, and in a cool spot advancement-wise in technology, where everything just kind of meshed well together, and it was cool. It was very cool.
Yeah.
The 90s was cool, from my fake knowledge pop culture.
As someone who was there.
Of course, as someone who may or may not have been there. And fifth one, is tough. I would probably say...
I love how we have banger music... The Clintons.
The Clintons. Fifth one, I keep swap. This is a little bit of a cop out. I have kind of a half answer for number 5. Either like fun, crazy, like theme park experiences, or crazy fashion. I don't want to pick between the two.
Crazy fashion. Interesting.
Crazy fashion, and 90s fashion has been in for a few years now.
Yeah.
Has been back in. That's what we remember, at least within that 30-year time gap.
Fair.
So,
all right.
Happy 90s.
All right. Post Malone is probably the Raising Cane's loudest celebrity fan. Cane's gave him a pink, tattoo-covered custom restaurant in Utah about 13 minutes from his home, and later a Dallas Cowboys / Post Malone themed location in Texas. The Utah location's interior features display cases of the artist's personal memorabilia, Grammy outfits, and framed guitars. It also includes medieval themed restrooms, a ping pong ball track system that just blows throughout the thing, and an exclusive merch vending machine.
See, that's what I'm talking about. If we're going to bring back whimsy into the world, then we damn well better do it.
Give Post Malone his own Raising Cane's restaurant.
At this point, it's less even a restaurant and a fortress. It sounds like a fortress.
A medieval themed bathroom for no reason.
Yeah, no reason. God forbid I need to.
He just wanted it.
I want to just crap out all of the chicken I just ate in style, like the royalty of the past.
Yeah.
And damn it, I'm doing it with Post Malone blasting on the speakers.
It's actually an outhouse. So you have to go outside.
You have to dig your own hole like the peasants used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so interesting to me, though.
The Dallas one, I now have a memory of driving past and being like, what's that? And I looked up a video of it online and I was like, that was the Raising Cane's. And it's like this giant Dallas Cowboys star as an awning that you go through.
Oh my God.
For the drive-through.
I remember passing it. I appreciate Cane's ostentatiousness. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Ostentatious? It's very... They go big.
They're going big.
They go big.
In the right way.
It's Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they very much market their stuff as Super Bowl catering.
Yeah.
And it's, I appreciate the...
I mean, LSU is a big football campus, so to be right next to there, I'm sure they got a lot of extra traffic on game days.
Absolutely.
They seem like the type of company that would have done like did LSU, is it the Tigers?
I'm not the guy to ask for that.
Did LSU win the football game today? Great. You get a free chicken finger or whatever.
And that sounds so good, especially because I think they have like huge catering plates for like tailgates.
Yeah.
And that, I will say, as someone who doesn't go to football much, and even when I was in college, I didn't really enjoy football, the thought of eating a bunch of that chicken sounds so good, especially if you're running around all day. It's like a carb load.
I'd pretend to like sports to eat canes.
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah.
I would go to the sports events for the food and the music.
Yeah.
And not for the sports. I do like basketball and baseball, though, so let it be known.
All right. Earlier this year, a Boston area Raising Cane sued its landlord for eviction threats, citing the smell of chicken fingers as offensive. They argue the landlord's real motive is tied to an exclusivity clause in the lease that bars other restaurants from selling deboned chicken without their consent. The lawsuit alleges the landlord's company has been in talks to lease adjacent space to Panda Express and pressured Raising Cane's to waive its exclusive rights. Raising Cane's refused and soon after was hit with the eviction notice, according to the complaint.
Dang, why are you dragging Panda Express into this? Leave her out of it.
Your other mistress.
Leave her out of this.
Yeah. I think that's crazy to be like, the smell of your chicken is the grounds on which we're trying to evict you.
Yeah, if you use that ruling for many things, then many things wouldn't get done.
Yeah.
Or so many other things wouldn't work. But that does make me laugh, non-consensual chicken smell. And I have unfortunately been in that spot before with certain people.
I need you to elaborate on that.
No, like strangers where you just pass by and you're like, oh.
They smell like chicken?
They do, yeah.
And that's bad?
It's a little weird. And I'm just like, what are we doing?
Especially because they don't have chicken with them.
That's the weird part. There's no chicken there. They just smell like chicken. I'm like, where have you been?
I mean, maybe they work at a Cane's or something.
But I don't want it.
Yeah. The company did put $200,000 into ventilation on that location and got like a charcoal like scented thing to like offset the chicken.
Cute.
But I guess apparently it was like specifically the way the air was like ventilating upward into office spaces overhead of the Raising Cane.
Which space was this again?
This is in Boston.
The Boston location.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough too when you're stacked in like a city. And I mean, but also you're in a city. Like, you're going to smell worse than chicken.
Also, all of Boston smells like barnacles anyways. That's just the smell of Boston.
Barnacles and chicken, a winning combination.
I mean, that's what Long John Silver's thinks, and they're trash.
Oh.
And that'll do it for this week's Eat Deets. D'Angelo, I don't think I can claim that you were actually on this podcast until I allow you to be your full, unfiltered, controversial self. Just try to keep those slurs you're so fond of to a minimum in our next segment, The Heat Lamp.
Of course.
Baby, set you under my heat lamp, my heat lamp. Heat lamp. Give you my hottest steaks. Controversial but never fake. What? Getting nasty under my heat lamp. Heat lamp.
So hot right now.
D'Angelo, put it all out there. What is your restaurant hot take?
All right, for America and the kids at home, is this my camera?
That is.
My restaurant hot take is that kitschy themed restaurants are much better than any Michelin star.
I have a hard time disagreeing with that. As someone, I mean, look, I've got this board here that is a love letter to the kind of tchotchkification of restaurant walls that you got in like the 90s.
It's beautiful.
Rainforest Cafe, very high up here. To be fair, I mean, Portillo's has a very kitschy interior, and every Portillo's location is themed after the 20s, 30s, 40s, or 50s.
Oh, that's incredible. I don't think I've ever gone to one of those, and that's really up my alley.
Oh, it's so good. Bubba Gump, very kitschy.
I count the Cheesecake Factory a little bit.
Cheesecake Factory is not kitschy. Cheesecake Factory is literally a chain restaurant trying to pass itself off as not kitschy.
Which I think then comes off as kitschy because it's so. I could talk about this for hours. I'm not going to, but Cheesecake Factory is themed to something called like 1920s Egyptian revival. Meets 90s Tuscany. So it's a mix of like 1920s movie theater and your mom's kitchen.
Yeah.
So I think it's beautifully kitsch.
Okay. I don't agree, but I'll yield.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. You're the host, so up to you.
Joe's Crab Shack, very kitschy, but very delicious.
Yeah.
Outback, I mean, you'll find a boomerang on the wall.
Yeah. It's decreased in recent years, which
it has, which is kind of a shame.
That and Cracker Barrel as well. That was a big controversy on Twitter and online.
I feel like they're actively, I mean, a lot of it is like places that have sold to private equity, but they're literally sucking the soul out of it.
Absolutely.
I remember going into like McDonald's or Taco Bell, and it was like those like PVC recreations of the mascots, like life size are there.
Yeah.
And like probably full of materials that like give you cancer and stuff, but
it looks cool.
But it looks fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very on board with that. Honestly, one of my favorite restaurant experiences in the history of the podcast, Casa Bonita.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about kitsch? To be fair, my 10 out of 10 is a nice restaurant. I don't know if it has a Michelin star, but it's like, it's in that genre.
Yeah.
But I love kitsch. I love themed.
Yeah.
And I'm right here with you.
Yeah. There is, again, I love to say repeatedly, life should be whimsical and joyous.
Yeah.
And why can't the environment that I go grab a meal in reflect that?
I want to shake your hand and let you know you've got my vote.
And that's why I'm running for mayor of the world. And I think every restaurant should be beautifully themed to whatever kind of thing they are selling. You want to sell airline food? Put it in a plane. But it's
just like a little plane box.
It's not a real plane, but you're in a fake plane.
No, every time I've had airline food was in a real plane. That is actually factual.
That was a weird poll. But I love a theme park. Obviously, this we know, and they have some of the coolest restaurants out there. I'd say like Disneyland. Disney World has a restaurant next to the Jungle Cruise, which I really want them to bring to California, called the Skipper's Canteen.
Mm-hmm.
And you go inside, and it's literally themed to. It's like the Jungle Cruise is across the street. This restaurant / bar is where the skippers in Story hang out after their shifts, taking people around the waters and the animals.
Yeah.
And it has like a bunch of stuff hanging from the ceiling and cargo crates. And there's a little, there's a bookshelf you can open up. And it's like, the Society of Explorers and Adventurers, little den, where they have all their like discoveries. And that ties into other attractions around the world. Anyways, there's a fun way that when you're eating somewhere, the environment can like story tell, and that's fun. And I think that can apply to someone that's not a theme park, like with especially Rainforest Cafe.
And it can make up for mediocre food.
Exactly. That's Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah.
I don't love the food there, but it's so cool to just go and get screamed at by animals every like 30 minutes.
It's more frequent than that.
Yeah. So I mean, like Raising Cane's potentially could even be like a Cowboys theme, or like if they really settle with the original location, it's like you're in a gas station, you're in an old bakery.
I mean, here's the thing. It is very kitschy. It just doesn't have a uniting theme.
Yeah, it's like Disco Ball isn't that.
Yeah.
Disco Ball and Neon Light isn't that. Like, go further. Like Doghouse. Not the restaurant Doghouse, but literally the restaurant is a doghouse.
It should be shaped like a doghouse.
Yeah. You should be in a dog.
You can only go if you're like in trouble with your spouse.
Yeah.
They're in the doghouse.
Put theme Raisin Canes to a doghouse and make it all dog themed.
Serve your food in a bowl.
Yeah. You have to eat out of a bowl, and it all
you have
smells
to
like wet.
lick it, like no utensils.
Yeah, no
hands.
There's a bar in Burbank or North Hollywood called Idlewild. I think it might be.
Yeah, it's right down the street.
There's a bar in North Hollywood called Idlewild, and there's a big dog in the backyard that has a pipe, and you can be inside of the dog because it's like a building.
Whoa.
Okay, hold on.
Controversial.
Hold on.
This is why you're here.
You enter through the front of the dog, and it's like a big building. It's air conditioned, and it's seating. It's like a big table. And I went for a friend's birthday, and imagine that as a Raisin Cane's.
Also, burying the lead, Idlewild. is a building shaped like a barrel.
Exactly.
You are just walking into a barrel.
Yeah. So why don't we take some design inspiration from that and for the next Raising Cane's somewhere?
I think of it like the old Pizza Huts. They were all such a specific shape that you knew a Pizza Hut. It makes it harder to evict that business.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, if you're a blacksmith and your building is shaped like an anvil, you're going to be around for a while because no one else will want the space.
Further pitch, giant chicken strip building, kind of like the old hot dog built like stands or the old ice cream stands.
Structurally dangerous,
but pretty great.
Amazing. Thank you for your hot take.
Of course.
I hope you don't get canceled.
You know, you never know what people think nowadays. You can't say anything anymore.
Okay. It's time to turn our attention to other people and hear what they thought about the Raising Cane's that we visited in this week's Yelp from Strangers.
We need a little yelp, a little yelp from strangers. A 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4 or 5. So get a little yelp, a little yelp from strangers. A little yelp. Give us those complaints while you literally whine and die. Yelp!
All right, this is Yelp from Strangers, our segment where we turn to Yelp and read out our favorite 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5-star Yelp reviews of the very Raising Cane's that we went to. Do you mind if I start with the first one?
Yes, please.
All right.
2-star review.
This is a 2-star review from Alexandra S. from Burbank, California on December 28th, 2023. So saddened to come home and eat my food, only to find out there is a hair in my chicken tender. Wish I would have saw it sooner before I almost ate the entire thing. Gross.
What if it was your hair? Enough.
Their next sentence addresses that. I thought it might have been mine, but as I looked closer, I noticed this hair had literally been battered and fried in with the chicken.
Oh, that's
sad.
crazy. That's crazy.
And then they just write sad.
Sad.
Which is very Trump.
What if this is Donald Trump?
Alexander S. I don't think his pseudonym would be a name as long as Alexandra.
You never know. It's like, I had canes and I found a hair in my canes.
Sad.
Sad. Very sad.
It's a good Trump.
I found a hair in my canes and it wasn't blonde.
All right. We had a discussion yesterday about hair in food.
We did. Mm-hmm.
And I think I literally said, if it's not fried in or like cooked into it, like if it doesn't end up in my mouth, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not going to send it back.
They wear
I'll just pick it up.
hairnets.
Yeah, I'll pick it up and I'll set it to like.
I've eaten worse things in my life. Let's just say that.
Name 5 from the 90s.
From the 90s, Bill Clinton. I'm not going to keep going with that.
Okay, great.
You don't want to hear that.
Yeah. It's just, it doesn't gross me out to the extent. Now, if it's like really long and it's like wrapped around food. I went to a restaurant that's near Cane's. I won't say the name of it, but it's a popular place in Burbank. Went there for the first time with my girlfriend and her sister, and her sister found a very long hair like wrapped around one of the things in her food.
God.
Like it got caught and like twirled.
Oh, that's awful.
And that was a thing where like I picked it out and it just kept going. And then and then like a busboy came by and I was like, "You saw that, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Can we get a new one?" And they were like, "Yeah."
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
The person with the longest hair walks by in the kitchen. Oh, sorry. I had to let my hair down for a moment. That is disgusting. That is actually disgusting. Because if it's like one little thing, like who knows? Again, who that is foul.
4-star review.
We have another review from Haley M. from La Quinta. Wow. 4 stars from March 5th, 2026.
Wow.
So pretty recent. Excellent food and service. But when I get my hands on the architect, if he can even call himself that, that designed and made this lot, ... even more so, the people who approved it, it's genuinely so disheartening. Shame.
Sad.
Sad. Very sad. What? Sorry, I'm trying to understand what you
Basically, I would murder the person who made this parking lot.
Yeah.
Is the
The
takeaway.
parking lot.
The lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is all about Burbank?
These are all from the Burbank location that we went
Oh,
to.
yes. That parking lot is a nightmare.
Yeah.
It is a parking lot meets kind of a backrooms eldritch horror of a drive-through.
And so all of the rest of the Yelp reviews are about the parking.
No way.
And one of my favorite things to note when I'm looking at a restaurant's Yelp score is the shape of the Yelp reviews, because it's like 5 on top, 4, 3, 2, and you can see
like the distribution.
The distribution.
Yeah.
And this one, way more 1 stars than anything else.
That's so funny.
And the vast majority are about the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
This parking lot in and of itself has not ruined this business because it's doing okay, but like have really taken an axe to its reputation. Also, if I remember correctly, I remember going on Nextdoor.
Oh, wow.
And seeing people were review bombing that Canes who lived in the neighborhood that were mad at the increased traffic.
Oh, can I say something about that?
Yeah.
So they finally blocked off that, or I don't know, finally, but at least
They
since
like
I've been going,
barricaded the
they
street,
fully barricaded that street. So now,
which is, if I'm a resident, isn't the fix I want.
yeah. It's like you can't access the neighborhood from that area anymore, but I get why they did it, and I understand it. It's a little annoying if I'm going to that drive-thru and I'm coming down like the south direction of Olive, I think it's the street.
Yeah.
And I gotta whip a U-turn, which isn't technically illegal on that street, but I do it anyway, and I get into that drive-thru anyway. And if the residents are unhappy, they can do that. But also, Burbank residents are unhappy about a lot of things, so
That's true.
they only finally brought back their hours to midnight, which has been great.
Brought back.
The
Canes?
The Canes in Burbank used to close at 10.
That's not a Canes.
It's not a Canes.
That's not a real Canes.
So they finally reverted back to midnight, and that's the normal time now. At very least, close at 2 or 3.
Yeah. Hey there, it's me, Michael. And now that we're in season 4, I'm adding more content to my Patreon. Not only can you hear the extended Yelp from Strangers segment with 3 more reviews, and not only can you get an exclusive full episode covering an extra chain restaurant on the last day of each month, but I've added an extra chat with my guests where we discuss their go-to fast food and chain restaurants and talk about why they love them so much. I hope you'll come check it out, and you can get your first week completely free of charge. That's patreon.com/finediningpodcast. I appreciate and love you all. Back to the episode. And that is part 1. Tune in next week as we tell you what we thought about our meal at Raising Cane's. D'Angelo, thank you so much for being here. Tell people where they can follow you on socials.
You can find me on Instagram at D'Angelo1260 or around Los Angeles. I'm pretty easy to find. But thank you for having me, Michael.
It's like a real estate agent laugh.
Well, I am. Here's the thing. My last duty as mayor of the world is that everybody gets a house with a Raising Cane's in front of it.
Everyone gets to be Post Malone.
Everyone. Thank you so much for having me, Michael.
Of course. And you can follow this show on Instagram and TikTok at Fine Dining Podcast. You can join my Discord and come chat with me about restaurant opinions, about you can post your pet photos. You can talk about board games. You can do anything you want except for trying to sell everyone your used MacBook Pro. We know it's a scam. I have a Patreon if you want exclusive content, the extended full Yelp from Strangers segment, an exclusive episode that drops on the last day of every month covering a whole new restaurant that you don't hear on the main feed, interviews with my guests about their recurring restaurant rotations, all that good stuff. In the meantime, we're just going to be sitting here for 1 week waiting on our table. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Have a fine day.
Waiting on our table, the step is done and we had some fun. Now we're waiting on our table, join us next time, we're stuck in line. Waiting on our table, we're so hungry, tummy's grumbling. Waiting on our table, we gotta continue our search for mediocrity. Yeah. Waiting on our table,
Have a fine day.